With us today is Gene Saliter, of course, out and about with Gene Saliter. And today we're doing something a little different. Instead of over the telephone, we're doing this over Facebook Messenger. Good morning, Gene.
Good morning, Marshall.
And how are you?
I'm doing all right. I have somehow in my ripe old age, I've developed allergies.
Well, you know what? I think you better go to the doctor because, you know what? It can't be because you were out and about already this weekend. One of the main reasons I wanted to speak to you is I was meant to go to the Interlaken. They had a grand opening actually showing the renovations of the new dining room. And I saw your video, and then I saw the videos posted by the Interlaken and the pictures. And it seemed like everybody had a great time.
It was a really nice opening. They took a few months out this year to renovate the bar area, Morgan's, which is their main restaurant, and they also did the Vineyard Room, which is their more formal dining area. And for those of you who haven't been there in a couple of years, there's also a beautiful deck off of the Vineyard Room. It looks over the beautiful gardens in the front of the building, and the parking lot is there too. But so that's a really neat place to hang out. There's a couple of nice high tops out there, and then they renovated the Vineyard Room, and Morgan's is just, it's amazing. It's bright. It's beautiful. Yes, it's okay. The artichoke lamps are still there.
Right.
And yes, the lady in the swing is back on her perch, so don't worry about that. But go check it out and have some delicious food. Dairy and Jim, wow, they can cook.
Yeah, they've done a nice job with that menu, making it a classic menu, but also with their own touches to it. But you know, I saw a lot of celebs in the pictures that I saw. Was that Tom Riley? Was that Tom Riley I saw there?
It was. He's amazing. He looks.
I know.
He looks a heck of a lot younger than he is. I'm not allowed to say on the air, but he was very proud to report his age, and I said, "Holy cow, he's doing all right. He looks great."
Yeah, I saw Sarah O'Connell there as well in pictures, and actually a lot of pictures posted and video posted. So, what was your favorite food there yesterday?
Oh, there was a, let's see, it was a very light crisp. It was a salmon crisp, salmon flavored, like, you know, air puff crisp kind of a thing. And they had a sour cream and tobacco combo on that was out of this world. They did grilled shrimp. There were meatballs. I mean, and the food, it just kept coming. If you left there hungry, you did something wrong, because that staff just kept serving and serving and serving. And then this massive table of breads and chips and cheese and hummus and olives and you name it. It was great.
All right. So now you were there, of course, on your own personal, but you're also there representing the Tri-State Chamber of Commerce. I mean, this was a business outing for you after all.
Yes, this was Kevin and Darren Jim invited me, and Mary Wilbur, the vice president of the Tri-State Chamber, and we said absolutely with bells on. We're going to support anything. They've been members since our inception in 2004, and they're wonderful to us. We have a meeting or two there every year. And they're dynamite. And I have to mention, they were serving Great Falls Lazy Hazy Hoozy, in addition to some local wine selections. So they kept it local and they kept it real. It was a nice evening, and I think every member of the Harney clan was there. Every member of the Rooney clan was there. It was Old Home Week for sure.
I wish I could have been there, but I wasn't there. But the Interlaken does so much for charities. I mean, they've just almost concluded their Sunday brunch charity. They've got another one coming up, I do believe, the first Sunday in May. But they just do so much for charities for our region as well.
Yeah, those brunches have been nice. I was able to get to the Jane Lloyd one. Sundays are a little bit tricky for me, but that was a neat idea that they came up with, and it was well supported. I went to the Jane Lloyd one. It was I think there was maybe one or two tables empty, but it was pretty well packed. And they have, let's see, I'm sure it's on their website, but I know they have it in their Facebook feed, and I think there might be an ad in the local papers. They're doing a happy hour for the next couple of weeks.
Oh, to reintroduce people to the bar and stuff like that. That's great.
Yeah. So it's neat. I mean, just to go and look at it, it's a beautiful space. It's so different than what it was. it's a completely different palette. It's very bright and welcoming, and it's really interesting. So go check it out.
And I can't leave without talking about the Interlaken without they've got their famous brunch, but they've got their Easter brunch, and that is going to be serving at 11 o'clock, 1 o'clock, and 3 o'clock, and it is going to be a menu that is absolutely packed with lots of great stuff. So the Easter brunch is something that if you have company coming up, that's definitely the way to go to feed them.
Nice.
So now, what else have you been doing there, Gene? I mean, you've been hopping around. I mean, you were at the Black Rabbit, I know.
Yes, that's my my Lakeville office. That's where I find out where all these great things are happening. I spent some quality time at Lime Rock this week. Lime Rock Park, they are a new sponsor. They've always been members, and they upped themselves to a sponsor this year, so we're excited to welcome them on board here at the Tri-State Chamber. And they have a neat thing coming up on Saturday, May 18th, which is also Trade Secrets Weekend. They're having a community day at Lime Rock Park, and they wish for people to get a hold of them if you want to have a table, if you want to have a booth. And everything is free, and there's going to be tons of children's activities, and it's just a chance for smaller businesses and certainly nonprofits to get their word out, and really just to go see what Lime Rock Park is all about. If you've not been on that campus, it's beautiful. Everything is mowed to perfection. There are beautiful young trees. They planted something like 60 or 70 trees about 5 years ago, I think, and dedicated them all. And it's a nice place to spend a day. So that's all happening on Saturday, May 18th.
And by the way, the Bargain Barn will be there that day.
Oh, excellent. Good. Maybe we can
they've been very good
ourselves.
Yeah, they've been very good. Last year we were at the Vintage Festival. We'll be back again, and but just being at the Lime Rock, I think in one day, I think we made like for the Bargain Barn like $1,500 to $2,000. So this is how this is how businesses like the Interlaken and Lime Rock Park help nonprofits, and because you get exposed to a lot of people that come there that wouldn't know about you otherwise. That's the great thing about what these organizations do to give back to the community.
Yeah, it's a neat opportunity, and we used to have the Trade Festival or Taste of the Tri-State, and we had to. It was always an indoor event, and that costs money. It costs a tremendous amount of money to put these things on, so we had to charge people to have a booth or a table or whatnot. And to have a showcase like this where it's free, you just come and set up, that's a real public service. That's nice.
All right, so what else is going on with the Tri-State Chamber now?
Let's see. Coming up before we know it, it's going to be Monday, June 10th for the 24th Annual Murphy Open Golf Tournament being held at Egremont Country Club. 18 holes, 125 per player. You can call me, 860-248-5585, if you want to register your team, or if you want to sponsor, or if you want to donate to the raffle. And new this year, we are going to have the first ever, I'm calling it the MO Fashion Show, the Murphy Open Fashion Show, sponsored by golfknickers.com and a couple of other people. So it'll be a $10 entry fee. The proceeds are going to go to the Bargain Barn. And it's going to be a lot of fun, and it's going to be totally goofy. There'll be first place and second place prizes, and I don't know. We're working out the details as we speak.
I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll put up a Bargain Barn, and this doesn't sound like a lot, but it is. We'll put up a Bargain Barn $50 gift certificate. And for $50, folks, you can fill up...
You can get a whole wardrobe at the Bargain Barn. That's awesome.
You can fill up a sport utility vehicle with stuff. So we'll donate a $50 gift certificate for the Bargain Barn.
You.
And, of course, we're going to do the hole-in-one. Robin Hood Radio will do the hole-in-one contest like we always do for the Murphy Open as well.
Thank you. Just to tell you a neat story, if you know me, you know I like to repurpose and reuse things. And so I think golf signs, the hole-in-one signs from last year, were up here in my studio, and you can't really use them again because they're all dated, and I don't know if those places change location, like the French Lick restaurant or resort might be somewhere else. But anyway, those are being repurposed for a young child's school project.
There you go.
Those are going to be reversed and used as the backdrop for some science fair or something like that. So I thought of you the other day while I was out and about delivering them.
Well, you'll have 4 more at the end of this golf tournament.
Awesome. You are wonderful.
So things are going real well then.
Yeah, things are moving along. There's one more. We have a new event. We have 2 new events, actually, a little bit later on. Sunday, July 14th, the Falls Village Car and Motorcycle Show. We're going to be sponsoring that, and we're going to have an old-school style photo booth. You can take your iPad and you can do a photo booth, and you have a special little printer, and it prints the strip of 4 or 5 images of you and your friend making goofy faces. So we're building all of that technology, and looking forward to that on Sunday, July 14th in Falls Village.
We'll be there, and I might even bring my brother has a 1974 Chrysler Dodge. What was it? Oh, a Charger, a bright yellow Charger with a white leather interior. If I can convince him, I might rumble that over there and have that for people to see as well. Because the cars, but I might not, because this year, because they got TV exposure. Instead of having 800 cars, I bet you they're going to have close to 1,000 cars there. It's going to be
I was going to say double that easily. Yeah. Especially if the weather is nice.
It's unbelievable how far away these people come. Judy Jacobs and everybody in Falls Village that gets together for that really does a great job.
So it was last year, I believe, and there's I want to say Harwinton, but that's not the name of the town. There's some town south of here. And they have a car show on, traditionally, and it's on the same day. And last year they heard that, is it Jeff Gage? No, what is the man's name?
Yeah, from the TV show.
Yeah, so they heard he was coming. They canceled theirs, and everybody came up. And this all happened like days before the event, so that made it huge because that was a good, several hundred cars came up from there. And now this year, they're going to be here for the Falls Village show, and they've moved their car show to a different date.
I'm telling you, the Falls Village Car Show, for being in such a tiny little town, is probably now one of the hottest tickets to go see cars in the country. It really is amazing.
Right. Yeah. You're right. No, you can't. Besides the Bugattis at Lime Rock last year, that blew my mind.
Yeah. That's a different kind of car show, though.
Yeah, totally different. And those men and women were really interesting. They all had such great stories. Well, but we live in a really neat area. There's always something going on, and for every walk of life. I mean, you've got the arts at Hotchkiss and Salisbury and Indian Mountain. If that's your thing, if you like, live music, we've got that. We've got car shows. We have everything.
And if people want to get a hold of you and join the Tri-State Chamber, how do they do that?
Log on to tristatechamber.com for starters and learn more about us. And on pretty much every page, you can click for an application. You can pay on the home page, or you can just reach out to me, Jean Saliter, at 860-248-5585.
Keep eating beer, Jean.
You got it, Marshall. You have a great day.